Kashif. I have been in this field for the past 9 years. I am uh, a System Center Configuration Manager certified trainer, as well as I have taken more than 100 batches so far. Okay. I bring with me a huge experience on SCCM infrastructure. I am not only a trainer but a working professional. Okay, so I can also give you some live examples and assignments. Okay, um, this the whole SCCM is currently SCCM is booming in the market. Most of the people are going for this course because this tool is capable enough to handle multiple things which no other tool in the market can do. Okay, this has like your mobile device management, your application deployment, operating system deployment, software patching, reporting. So we don't have any other tool apart from this in the entire world which can handle those things. Okay, and so this was, SCCM is actually started in 1994 and then got it till here. Okay, so I have been training guys. I took like corporate training, classroom training, as well as online training. Okay, so that was about me, and I would like you guys to introduce yourself one by one, and your background, what are you doing, and what is your experience, and what is your expectation with this training. Sai?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
My name is Sachin. I done my undergrad at Hyderabad and in JNTUH, and my master's from Kent State University. Recently, I have been graduated at May 2017. Nowadays, the SCM tool is hike. That's why I am interested to learn about this tool.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So do you have any working experience on SCCM or any in IT field? Not
No,
yet,
sir.
right?
No.
Okay, good, understood.
But
Yeah.
I'm good at Windows and OS like Windows and Mac OS.
Okay, you already know those things, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. May I have the other person, please?
Yeah, hi, sir. My name is Tirmal Reddy. And I did my undergrad in Vagdevi Engineering College in Electronics and Communication stream. And I did my master's in Telecommunications Digital Science in the same university, Kent State University. So actually, I don't know much about this SCCM, but I know a little bit about like VMware, how to install like 2 OS like in one system. And by the end of this course, I'm looking forward to know much about this course, and I think I'll be learning total about this course by the end of the course.
Okay, good.
But I don't have any working experience in IT field also.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
Good. So this is a demo session. I'll take you to the SCCM infrastructure, how it was started, what was the version, and what is the current version. Okay, and then I'll tell you the benefit of SCCM and why we need SCCM. Okay, so let me make it maximize. Okay, now you guys are able to see my screen properly?
Yes, sir. It's good.
Okay, so SCCM actually started in 1994, and the name of the application was SMS, System Management Server. Okay, System Management Server. We the versions released by Microsoft was SMS 1.0, SMS 2.0 after some time, with some bug fixes and feature enhancement, and then 3.0. Then we got SMS 2003 in the year 2003, okay, with multiple releases like SP1, SP2, SP3, something like that. So SMS System Management Server, SMS 2003 was a major hit. Everyone started using it. Most of the organizations, uh, they they took it over, and they implemented in their organization, because that gave us very good solution. But what happens is, if you're using something, you probably find it good, but you want to make it better, right? So Microsoft received multiple feedbacks from multiple companies all over the globe, and then they changed the whole GUI of SMS 2003, and created a new SCCM. Okay, so from there, from 2007, Microsoft changed the naming convention from SMS to SCCM. So SCCM is like System Center Configuration Manager. The full form of SCCM is System Center Configuration Manager. System Center is a family, and Configuration Manager is the product under that family. So System Center is a family. It has multiple other things as well, like System Center Operation Manager, System Center Virtual is SCVM, SCOM. Multiple products are there. Similarly, we have Configuration Manager. So then Microsoft released 2012, in the year 2012. Then with multiple versions like SP1, SP2. Then Microsoft released 15.11. Now Microsoft again changed the naming convention. They said we will not go with SP1, SP2 and other things. We will go with this 15.11, the year and month. So they released this SCCM 15.11 in the year 2015 November, SCCM 16.02 2016 Feb, 16.06 2016 June, 16.10 2016 October, and now the current branch, which is running all over the globe, not running, but it is available by Microsoft, and it can be used and installed 1702 Feb 2017. This is called current branch. Okay, but most of the people are using from 2012 to 1610. Okay, maximum 2012. This version is being widely used, but they are planning to. Some companies have already updated it to the later version, and some are still planning to do it. Okay, now the course duration is 35 hours maximum, and the after this course, the exam, if you want to go for a certification, then you can you need to take these exams. The exam number is 70-243, and you need to score at least 700 out of 1000 to pass the exam. Okay, after taking this exam, you get Microsoft certified for professional certificate. Okay, and the cost of the exam is 4800 in India, and somewhere around $100 in US and Canada. Any confusion, any questions so far, guys?
No, sir. Good.
Okay, so this was the historical part of SCCM, when it is started, and what is the current version of SCCM. Okay, now why do we need SCCM? What SCCM can do? Okay, that is the question, because everyone is doing it, installing SCCM in their infrastructure. So there has to be some logic behind it, right? So application SCCM is a deployment tool which helps you to do these basic uh, things like asset management, deployment, compliance setting, and security. So under asset management, you have these four major things which SCCM can perform, like hardware and software inventory. So let's say you are running a very big, a small or big company, no matter how big it is. Let's say you have like 50,000 devices all over the globe. You have branch offices, your head office is in New York, and then you have branch offices at multiple locations. Okay. So in order to have the inventory details of what hardware configuration all these computers have, what are the software files available on those computers, what all applications are installed on those computers. So SCCM is capable enough to get all these details and put it in there in its database. So hardware and software inventory is one of the uh, one of the component of SCCM which it does and keeps the data in the database. Then we have asset intelligence. As suppose you have 50,000 devices all over the globe, in your company, and in order to categorize all the application, which application belongs to which family, like you have three applications, Google Chrome, Firefox, and Internet Explorer. They belong to browser family, so something like that, asset intelligence. Okay. Then you have software metering. Software metering is to control the usage of the application, to find out which uh, suppose you have a 10 licensed application and you want to keep a track of all the people who are using the license of that who are using the application, so that we can make a decision whether we should really purchase the application or we should not, or we can just purchase the license for the people who are really using it. So we can do some software metering as well. Remote management, you're using SCCM, you can remote into any computer in your infrastructure. Okay. Then we have deployment. Like SCCM is actually a deployment tool which helps you to deploy application, software patching, software updates, operating system deployment, and then it does content management. Okay. So application deployment, let's say you need to deploy Google Chrome to all the 50,000 computers in your company. You can use SCCM to deploy it. In order to make your computers up to date, you can do software updates from SCCM. Operating system deployment, you don't need a CD or pen drive to deploy operating system from you can deploy operating system from SCCM. Content management, SCCM does content management, like suppose there are two files, two applications which has one prerequisite as common, like .NET Framework. So it won't copy twice. It will copy only once so that it can do the space optimization. Okay. Compliance setting. SCCM will help you to find out which all computers are non-compliant based on the baseline. Let's say you want to have all your computers Windows 7 and above. You don't want any computer which is XP or 2003 or ME. So using SCCM, you can find it out, track that down, and um, remediate those boxes. Then you have power management. Let's say after 7 o'clock in the evening, everyone leaves the office. 7 p.m. No one is there, so you can turn off their monitors using SCCM, or make their computers in sleep mode or hibernate mode. You can do that from SCCM. Then client health. SCCM is a client and server based application. Okay. So if the client is not healthy, SCCM will repair the client. Okay, it keeps on checking the health of the client, and if it is not reporting properly to the server, it will repair the client. Then you have reporting. Reporting is very much important for to show it to the management what you are doing, what have you done so far, and how is our deployment, whether it is success or failed or in progress. You can use the reporting to get it in the Excel or PDF or Word format and send it to your manager. Monitoring SCCM helps you to monitor the component of SCCM, and if anything is wrong, you can get the alert in the monitoring section. Security, role-based administration, like you have 3 teams, one for application deployment, one for software patching, and one for operating system deployment. So the roles are predefined. So you will give the application deployment role to the team which are handling application. Then you will give software patching role to the team who is managing software patching. And similarly, you will give operating system deployment role to the guys who are managing operating system deployment, so that you can restrict the access to their expertise. You don't want to give all the access so that they can mess up the other things. So that is called role-based administration. Then you have NAP, network access protection. Network access protection is like uh, it checks the computer whether it is updated with the recent patches, up to date. If a number of patches are missing, then what happens, it removes the computer from uh, regular network to a restricted LAN network, so that that vulnerable computer will not be able to communicate with the other computers. So chances are very high that we keep that computer away from the network, so that we can remediate first and then put it back to the network. So that helps. SCCM helps us to find those computers, the all non-compliant computer, and put it on the restricted network. Then you have endpoint protection. Endpoint protection is for like Symantec or Norton or AVG antivirus program. You can install it on your computer, and it will be uh, running in your computer to scan all your email attachments. It will scan your computer. If any virus is there, it will kill the virus. So that is for that. So one more thing I have not included in the slide is mobile device management, because Configuration Manager 2012 did not have mobile device management, but in the training we will be doing mobile device management as well. So like you can manage your mobile device. Nowadays everything is going on cloud, right? So people use their corporate devices like Apple, Android, or Windows Phone to access company resources like emails or local intranet of the device, the website, the local websites, whatever we have access in the office. So mobile device management is also one of the component in SCCM. You can remotely manage your mobiles. Like you can deploy applications to the mobile. You can set a policy of the mobile device, like how the mobile device will behave. You can set the policy like only people will have to set password on the mobile devices. They will have to have some secured password. They cannot use camera. They cannot install any application. they cannot use Bluetooth to file transfer. Something like that, you can create policy and deploy it to the mobile devices, and it will be applied on the devices. So any confusion, any doubt in this slide, guys?
No, it's clear.
It's clear?
That's clear.
Okay. Now SCCM works as site and site roles. So we have three major sites in SCCM, like central administration site, primary site, and secondary site. So central administration site comes into the picture if you have a very big organization and the total number of devices are more than 100,000 devices all over the globe. Let's say Wipro has 250,000 devices all over the globe, so they will have central administration site. Okay, CAS, we call it CAS. Then you have primary site. Primary site is capable of handling up to 100,000 devices all over the globe. Okay, then you have secondary site. Secondary site is managing 5,000 devices in branch office. Okay, so the picture is like this, the diagram. The first one, let's say you have one office in Hyderabad which has 50,000 employees on that building. You know, you have 10-floor building, everyone is sitting there, we have 50,000 employees there, 50,000 devices. So one primary site server is capable enough to handle those 50,000 devices in Hyderabad. But let's say tomorrow you have expanded your business and you put your branch office in Delhi and Mumbai. So Delhi will have 2,000 devices and Mumbai has let's say 3,000 devices. So you can put secondary site for Delhi and secondary site for Mumbai, and Hyderabad will remain your primary site. Okay, so primary site will be on the top and then secondary site. Now this picture, the last one, which is for very big organization where you have more than 100,000 devices all over the globe. So you go with central administration site, which is sitting on the top of the hierarchy, then multiple primary sites, and then secondary sites. Okay, like Houston, and then Seattle, Boston, the branch office. Then Toronto is the central administration site. Houston is the primary site. London primary site. Shanghai primary site, and Seattle, Boston, Manchester are the secondary site. Okay, like this one. This is also one of the diagram. Central administration site sitting on the top of the hierarchy. Primary, and then secondary. Any confusion, guys?
No, sir.
Okay. Sorry. Central administration site needs a database server to store all the information of whatever the information it is getting from primary. These two primary, it will keep it on the database. Similarly, primary site also needs a database. Both the primary site will need a database, and it will store the information in its database. But these secondary site will not need any database, because they will be sending the information to the same database where primary site is writing. Okay, they will get the information from their site and send the data to the primary site. Okay, now then you have site roles. Okay, like management point, it is one of the roles. Distribution point, I'm not going into details now. Okay, management point is the communication bridge between site, server, and client. Then distribution point, software update point, fallback status point. Every role has some feature which it handles, and they are the component of SCCM. Okay, so these are the roles available in SCCM which you can install or uninstall on any of the site servers. Okay, like endpoint protection, asset intelligence, reporting, mobile device management role, state migration point. Okay, now in the training in the lab, this is the lab environment. We will have one server, that is Windows Server 2012 R2, that will host my Active Directory, DNS and DHCP, and the other server will have all the prerequisite of SCCM and the SQL database server, and then on top of it we will install a SCCM. So this is going to be our SCCM server, and then you have client machine like Windows 7 or Windows 8, and all the computers will be joined together on one network and one domain. Now you have two types of normally we do training for training is done either on VMware or on cloud. Okay, so if your computers have good configuration of, give me a minute please, somebody is calling me. Okay, so if your computer is good enough to handle the load, so we can install VMware. This is VMware Workstation, which helps us to make multiple virtual machines on this console. So I have my domain controller here, okay, and I have
What is
my
the
SCCM.
configuration required for that?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Okay.
The configuration is at least you need to have 12 gigabyte of RAM, 12 gigabyte of RAM,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you need to have quad core processor. i5 or i7 is fine if you're having an
Dual
Intel
core not
processor.
supportable.
Sorry,
I think mine is dual core, not quad core.
dual core. It won't work properly. It will work, but it will work very slow. No worries. If you don't have this good configuration, we can go on cloud. Okay, we will create our servers on Microsoft Azure, um, Azure Cloud Computing. Okay,
Okay.
we'll create multiple servers there, like our Windows servers will be there. We will join all the servers to the domain, and
Okay.
then we can install all the prerequisite and install SCCM, and then we can work. So no problem if your computer has good configuration or not. We are going to do the practical. I want practical knowledge to be given. I don't want to run any PPT slide and after the training you are like, oh, I don't know anything. I just need to check the PPT. So that is not our motto here. The motto is you understand properly, you are good enough, you're capable enough to, if you're going to any company or you know, you are confident enough to handle an SCCM administration job.
Okay.
So we will do practical. This if you are going on your computer, so we will install all the lab. We will create a lab in your computer. If you are going on cloud, the cloud is available 24/7. I will give you username and password. You can log into user that servers anytime whenever you need it. But it is only 30 days trial, so we need to finish that off in 30 days. After that, you can create your another email address and create another servers, another infrastructure. Any confusion?
No.
No. But
So this is
can it?
my,
I'm sorry.
yeah,
Can it work
no
on
problem.
Apple laptop like MacBook?
Sorry, Apple, you want to install it on Apple?
Yeah, yeah. I'm using a MacBook.
MacBook. So have you installed VMware on that?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So after installing VMware, you will be able to add multiple. You can create multiple servers there, virtual machines.
Okay.
You can do that. You can do that. If not, then we can go on cloud. The only thing what we need here is we need to have internet connection and a laptop, be it Windows or Mac.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Any confusion
No, sir.
so
No.
far? Okay.
No, sir.
So this is the domain controller that is running on Windows Server 2012 R2. Okay. It is hosting my Active Directory DNS DHCP, and this is my SCCM. This is the SCCM console. Um, so this is software library. If you are doing application deployment, patching, operating system deployment, you can come here. Monitoring, this section helps you to monitor your infrastructure and administration. If you want to change anything, okay, you can come here and find it out, and you can change it. Okay. So this is SCCM console. So we will be doing it from scratch. Like we don't have anything in place. We will be installing our domain controller. We'll promote this as a domain controller. We'll join multiple computers to the domain. We'll install all the prerequisite of SCCM, and then on top of it, we'll install SCCM. And then we will do all these things like asset and compliance, software library, monitoring and administration, all these things in details. Any confusion, guys?
No.
No, sir.
Are you good with this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this was just the overview session. So if you don't have any question, guys, so I think I'm done now. And yeah, anyone from the organizer? Yeah, you may.
Yeah, Kasif.
Yeah.